We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler. It's time for another edition of the Anna Kowalska Show. Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's basketball coach Anna Kowalska. And Anya, you guys played a tough West Virginia Wesleyan team here on Saturday. Didn't come out the way you wanted, but talk about the game and what you saw.
When you start watching it over again and you see 15 missed layups and I think 8 missed layups in the first half, and I don't even remember what was the final score. If we make them, that would be a totally different game. So for a coach, I'm looking at it, I'm like, let's just make layups. I mean, we can stay up with probably, in my opinion, one of the best teams in the conference. So I was we were kind of sad that we lost that game, but after watching it, and we were getting what we wanted to get, it's just we missed those layups at the end. So if we just work on that and keep focusing on making them in practices and rebounding. But I think it's also, they have a veteran team. I think they're only starting one sophomore. I just think, some of the veteran teams of players on their team, they just showed up, and they're a very good team. They're on a mission. They want to win games, and you can see that from their personality, attitude, and everything. Even when you play against them, they're very focused. So I think we did okay. We just need to work on a couple of things.
And with a young team like you have, what do you guys take away from this game that you can learn and kind of grow on as the season goes on?
When you look at our roster, we have some juniors, and we have fifth-year seniors and everything. But the freshmen who are playing a lot, they also touch the ball a lot. So after a while, when you watch it, you're like, okay, now they're focusing on them. If you're a leading scorer, I told Krista all the time, when you're a leading scorer and team comes in and they do scouting report on you, they're going to know you're the leading scorer. You touch the ball a lot, so they're going to be more aggressive. So she just needs to learn how to just get back to it with that aggressiveness, and it'll take her a little bit of time. But just overall, in my opinion, when I'm watching it, we just need to finish a couple of things, but we're probably going to play our best game next semester, just because of the couple new players that we have, and our bench is pretty young too. So our practices, sometimes there's a lot of X and O explanation and everything else. So we just need to be patient, but I don't really worry about that as much, about the losses and wins.
And we've talked about the freshmen all year. Emmy has another great game, Amelia Sierra Lacosta. Talk about her and kind of how she's grown throughout this early season schedule.
You know what? She's a very talented player, very high IQ. She can finish. She can shoot the ball. The only thing is the physicality, and I just keep telling her every day, like, you gotta keep learning. When she gets that and she gets stronger, she's gonna be a very dangerous player for sure.
And you've gotten some players back. Rachel Wilson back from injury. She's been getting in more in the lineup. How is having that presence under the net helping you, having her back out there?
I think it's just the safety. Like, okay, we have a junior who been playing for a long time and been playing a lot of minutes. So from the defensive standpoint, it's we're deeper now. We have 2 more post players on the bench. So with the fouls or anything else, matchup wise, you always have more option. But with her is just the safety. She's on the court. She'll do the things right, and but she's coming back from the injury, and she was off for a while. I think she missed 4 games, I believe. So it's taking her a little bit while to come back in that game shape, as I say. So she's coming back. We're practicing every day, so I'm excited about that.
Currently joined by Wheeling University head women's basketball coach Anna Kowalska. And Anya, earlier in the year you were on the road a lot. You get back-to-back home games ending tomorrow against West Virginia State. Talk about what it's been like kind of being home for this little stretch.
You know what? I told the team yesterday. I told them, I'm like, I don't think it really matters if we're home or away. This team plays with the same intensity. We went to D&E and we had like the best first half this year. So it was on the road, and then we played good at Pitt Johnstown, and we played good here against a couple of teams. So for us, it's really just we're focusing on the opponent and then ourselves to just come up and play hard. But at home is always better because you don't have to travel. But I think it's their mindset, and I don't really care if it's on the road or home. I think because of that 4 road games in the beginning, they realize that they need to show up and just play hard. Doesn't matter what court is on. But I always tell them, when you're home, you always want to protect the home court. You don't want to lose. You practice here. All the hard times and everything's on this court. So when someone comes in and wants to beat you. You gotta fight hard. So that's our mentality. So we're playing State tomorrow, and State is a very fast-paced team, very physical. They rebound like crazy. So that's gonna be a good. My freshmen, they're gonna see how fast they play. So yeah, we'll see.
And it's going to be a big week for you. Obviously, you mentioned State tomorrow, and then you have Charleston coming up on Saturday. Talk about playing these teams and kind of what your team can learn from them.
Well, with the State, totally different style than when we go to UC. Totally different. Just because those are the two different teams. But that's the beauty of this conference. You just play every team, and everyone has a different style almost. So with the State, we know what we need to do. We're working on it every day, and then we go to UC, and that's going to be a totally, totally different game. So I think for us as a team, just adjusting. I don't worry about our returners because they played those teams a lot. We actually play UC a lot. Since I've been here, we played them in the first round of the tournament. So we played them three times a year. So for me, just overall, it's just the younger ones, so now they know what it takes. But we just need to adjust, and we need to be focused, and hopefully we can finish strong before Christmas.
And finally, talk about some of your goals heading into the Christmas break. Obviously, the last week of conference play before Christmas break. Talk about some of the goals going into that break as you get ready for the second half.
I think for me, it's just keep getting better. Now, any team, in this conference probably needs that break for Christmas, mentally and physically. So we have 3 games before Christmas. We have State, UC, and then we have Ohio Dominican. So and they actually just beat Gannon, a really good team. So that's not going to be an easy game either. So we have 3 games before Christmas. I just want them to just learn how to play tough for 4 quarters, and for us to be consistent, and for us to make layups, for us to rebound. So those are the little things that we just need to focus on, and I'm hoping that we can keep getting better with that.
Thanks, Anya. Good luck this week. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
For Wheeling University Athletics, I'm Zach Ziegler.
We're just excited about all the program success.
And we're ready to get started. Thanks, Zach. Go Cards.